Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the United Nations Command Checkpoint 3. Remember from the slide brief you were told upon your arrival you'd be surrounded on 3 sides. I'd like to point this out for you right now. Look over here to my left, your right. You notice the white stakes that represent the military demarcation lines that run through here, as well as one of the yellow and black panel marker signs. Now it is mostly rust colored, but it has been sitting here for 57 years. The more MDL will continue on down the same path line, move out to where the trees get taller behind it. Once it reaches those trees, it makes an abrupt 90-degree left-hand turn, bisects the Sancheon River, heads out west to the Han Estuary. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, that is North Korea. That is North Korea. And that is Communist North Korea. Now, if you look out at this hill about 2,000 meters out, just beyond the Iron Tower, you will note what appears to be a backwards J-shaped dirt road on the left-hand side of it. This is the northern boundary to the demilitarized zone. Now, if you remember from where we came in at, from the southern boundary, hopefully this will give you a better aspect as to how wide the area actually is. Just to the left of the hill, you will notice another one of the KPA guard posts. This is guard post number 5. They do monitor us 24 hours a day, just as we do them with checkpoint 3 behind you. And about 2,500 meters out, at the edge of the wood line on the small hill, you will notice a cluster of buildings, one of which holds a blue rooftop. This is the former Czech and Polish neutral nations camp. Now, since Czechoslovakia and Poland have left in 1993 and 1995, this camp is no longer being used for the NNSC. At about 1,200 meters out, directly behind me, you will notice a cluster of trees wrapping around a small A-frame shaped rooftop house. This is the North Korean People's Peace Museum. This is the building that was where the Armistice Agreement was actually signed, and is rather ironically named the People's Peace Museum, for it holds 2 of the axes used during the 1976 axe murder incident. Now, barely visible in the far horizon mountaintops, you'll notice a small iron tower poking straight up into the distance. This is one of the jamming towers used by the North Koreans to block telephone signals, radio signals, and television signals from going into their country to help isolate their country from the rest of the world. You might even notice right now that you don't have any cell phone service. At the end of the road here, you'll notice a little blue checkpoint. This is checkpoint 4. This is the focal point of the 1976 axe murder incident, and will give us more information once we get down to the area. If you skim along the tree line, you will notice the beginnings of a brown rooftop poking up just above the tree line about 100 meters past checkpoint 4. This is the KPA guard post number 7. It is still manned 24 hours a day. However, checkpoint 4 is no longer manned, because anything that can be seen from checkpoint 4 can now easily be seen from checkpoint 3 without endangering soldiers. Lastly, to the far left, we have the village of Kijongdong, a propaganda village. As you can see today, the flag is trying to fly, but it's not flying very successfully. As for it takes a very strong gust of wind to move the flag, where it has a dry weight of over 600 pounds. It takes about a 30 to 40 man crew to raise and lower the flag. And they must do so during the inclement weather such as the monsoon season, for if it gets completely soaked, it would tear under its own weight. Now, the village itself is mostly a facade. The reason we know this is for when they used to have electricity inside the village, you could watch them light a single light bulb in the top of each building from checkpoint 3 here, and you can see the light get dimmer as it worked its way to the bottom of the building, showing us there was no doors, floors, furniture, windows, or anything else inside the buildings. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, I'm actually going to ask my